Now the Gators have to clear. Bringing the ball down the field is Gromber, but she does get it up to Schneider. Another clear by the Gators, successful clear. Lauren Lee working around the fan. Molly Stevens back over to Lee. Now Lee inside the 8-meter arc. Hopkins, good job collapsing with the defense. Now Barry over to Burgess, and Burgess almost found Stevens right in front of the net. And now there is a whistle as they call the foul on Burgess, as she fouled Octavia Williams.
What Hopkins does very, very well on defense, and what's really incredible, what makes this Hopkins defense so good, one of the nation's best, is the way they rotate with the weak side help and come at players with double teams. As soon as you think you've beat your defender, then there's another Hopkins defender in your face. They get sticks in the passing lanes very well, in addition to rotating well. And these are just some of the reasons that make the Hopkins defense so good. And we have just more than 7 minutes left in the first half. Florida, the nation's leading goal-scoring team, only has 3 goals.
Big part of that has been Octavia Williams, who led the team in caused turnovers last year with 16, was 11th in the ALC. She had 13 on the year coming into today. Also had 5 ground balls against Ohio State. That was last weekend for Johns Hopkins. Blue Jays will try to get their offense going here once again. Majority of this first half, the ball has been in the Florida offensive zone, but the Blue Jays defense, led by Caroline Federico, has really stepped things up. Sarah Taylor coming from the far side of the fan, trying to get past Gilroy. Gilroy, though, playing some nice defense as well. And Diamore gets checked over there by Bresnahan. So Diamore on the near side will look for a passing outlet. Back to Diamore in front of the net, and Diamore scores off the pass from DiMartino. Little dink and dunk there, and the Blue Jays have tied it back up at 3.
Diamore, her second goal of the game, just as impressive as her first goal, maybe even more impressive than that shot, the feed from DiMartino. A little give and go action, a little shake and bake from Hopkins. Nicely worked.
DiMartino knew right where she was going. And Diamore with the finisher. So we talked a lot before the game, Ryan, about Diamore and Gilroy, and they have definitely come through big on offense for both teams today.
They have not disappointed at all. And another word on Diamore, it's now 57 straight games with at least 1 point, 22 straight games with at least 1 goal. She has an assist as well, the 27th consecutive game in which she has an assist.
Wow. As you mentioned, the leading assister in Johns Hopkins history. Shannon Gilroy inside the fan with the spin move in on the net, and it goes through. What an incredible play by Shannon Gilroy. 360 and the sauce to finish. Florida back on top 4-3.
Wow.
That's not fair.
Wow, look at this. Whew. Spin move, and then the finish goes 5-hole. It rattles around and just gets across the goal line. Federico, a nice effort to try and deny that goal, but sometimes Shannon Gilroy is just too much. She has a hat trick now, and she has really started to come into her own the final 15 minutes of this first half. She's got 3 goals on 7 shots, and very difficult is she making life for Johns Hopkins.
Octavia Williams also with a nice effort to try to stop that one as it leaked between the legs of Federico, but just couldn't quite get there. So it's 4-3 as offenses start to finally convert on their opportunities. And now DiMartino, numbers for the Blue Jays. Now she slows things down. They'll set their offense. 5:34 left in the first half. Florida on top 4-3. 16-5, Florida leads Johns Hopkins in the shot category. Federico has been outstanding, and Gilroy just barely beat her on that last goal.
4 saves for Federico, and what can you say? You can't say enough about Shannon Gilroy.
Man.
Just so good.
Got the style points and everything.
And she can score in so many different ways. She can score with her right hand, score with her left, the bounce shot, the high net shot. She can do it all. Really a full and complete offensive arsenal for Shannon Gilroy, and she still has another year of eligibility, folks.
Imagine if you were able to combine these teams, put DiMartino and D'Amore and Gilroy on the same team. That would be a lot of fun to watch.
Oh my goodness, an all-star team would just
right.
too many goals.
Right.
Too many goals.
Sammy Cermak, and now it's DiMartino again. DiMartino from the 8-meter line, and Wilcox there. Wilcox must have heard all the praise we were giving Federico. She wants some herself, and she earned it there with a nice save.
Big time save and an aggressive play, getting out of the goal circle, scooping up that ground ball. A lot of contact. DiMartino, a good shot. And excellent instincts from Wilcox to go chase that ball down immediately. Florida clears easily. They've been perfect on clearance chances today.
Still plenty of time for the Gators before the half. Gilroy once again gets around defender, in on the net, and she scores. Number 4 for Shannon Gilroy. It's 5-3 Florida.
Shannon Gilroy, unassisted.
If you look at the Florida sidelines, you can see the disbelief on their faces. They've seen her do this so many times. High, top shelf, as she beats Federico.
We've seen her go stick side, beat Federico, weak side, beat Federico, 5-hole, beat Federico, and now just under the crossbar to beat Federico.
It's like a game.
Shannon Gilroy's having a lot of fun out there right now, and Florida is reaping the benefits. A 2-goal advantage, 17 shots for the Gators, and those shots are starting to find the back of the net.
79 goals for Shannon Gilroy now on the season. Absolutely incredible.